Okay, folks, just doing a quick video. I'm actually doing this to showcase, or actually not showcase, but to try out my new camera that I got. It's a GoPro knockoff. Got it set up in overhead. Actually, you can still see it's the tripod legs coming out, and I'm actually got it connected to my iPhone so I can see what I'm doing without having to stand up. So what I'm going to do real quick is just showcase one card from every type in this game. Again, this game focuses on the different power types that your superheroes and supervillains have. Again, they have tech, genetic, supernatural, and cosmic. I can't really think of any other power out there that can't be, categorized in one of those. So let's start out with tech, or with a tech card. We have Cyberette. See how close I can get it. Hope it stays focused. And I don't know if you can read the text, but I can. It says, okay, for 2 power. You would exhaust 2 powers, and what you would do is on your turn, while you play this card, you look at the top card of an enemy draw deck. You may borrow that card for a turn, paying its level cost. So if your enemy had something that you really wanted to put into play, you could pay its power, and then when you're done, you could be sneaky and you would put their card on the bottom of their draw deck. So you're kind of using their stuff and hosing theirs. If you don't use their card, you put it back, and you can return this card to your hand. So again, in this game, I'm trying to focus on, I guess, flavor over function. I want this to actually feel like you're playing superhero and you're playing their ability. So again, this is like some type of I guess, cybernetic eye system that you would use to break into somebody's facility. Again, as most of these augments, you have to have a tech card either in play or show from your hand. Okay, next we'll move on to let's go ahead and move on to the genetic. Here we have a character card. Praying Mantis is one of Rodney's. He's got an ability called Exoskeleton. You pay 4, and then you can exhaust this card, and you can add 1 to its attack, and if he's got any damage, you can remove up to 3. So the card starts out attack-wise rather weak. It's got a pretty high defense value, so it's going to take 7 points worth of damage, but as time goes on, you can keep paying and exhausting him, and you can build up his power as well. Okay, next we'll move on to the one of the supernatural abilities. Augments. It's called Necroskull. It's got Destiny. So what Destiny means is in a sense, it can't be countered. So you play this card, and your opponent cannot play like a counter card against it. So what happens when you play this? You may return any character to play from any cemetery for 1 turn without paying its level cost. It gains charge, so that means when it comes into play, it can attack and use its abilities right away if you can, of course, pay for them. And then at the end of the turn, you banish this card, and you also banish the card that you borrowed. So it's kind of a dual purpose. You get to use their stuff, or use your own. But if you use your own, there's a cost. You have to banish both. But if you're using somebody else's, you get to banish theirs. So it kind of hoses theirs if they have some way to get it back from their cemetery. Okay, and lastly, we'll focus on another character. We'll focus on a character known as Herald. She's a cosmic, and she's got a couple abilities. When she comes into play, you may play a lesser cosmic card of equal or less value for free. So she comes in costing 4, and so she can play anything of 5 or less for free, which is kind of nice because honestly, the cosmics, they kind of take a little while to get going. They're a little bit slower than all the other powers. I think from playing, I think techs are one of the faster ones to get board presence. And then she also has another ability called Star Force. You can exhaust another cosmic character of yours and do 1 damage to any character or any target. So you can do it to a character in play or your opponent. So that wraps it up, showcasing 1 card from every power type. So I hope you enjoyed. And again, this is mostly just for putting my new camera to a test. All right, thanks everyone.